Hey guys, welcome back to the Doug and Corey Show.
In this video, we're going to discuss some recent Marvel news.
Did Deadpool and Wolverine just murder the Batman? Stick around.
All right, guys, for our first topic, it looks like we got the first steps to getting our official X-Men movie in the MCU.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. According to all of the trades, they pretty much all reported at the same time that they hired a screenwriter, supposedly.
Yep.
Are they in talks, at least?
Michael Leslie?
Michael Leslie. He recently just did Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Yep.
I think I didn't see the Assassin's Creed movie, but he did the Assassin's Creed movie,
Yeah.
and
also He wrote Macbeth.
Yeah.
Not Shakespeare. He wrote it.
Yeah, he wrote it.
He wrote the 2015 movie
screenplay. The screenplay, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know if it's official. I mean, a lot of people reporting it, but I don't know if Marvel's come out and said it yet as of recording this.
Yeah, I think it's more that like they're in talks. There's a few things going on right now at Marvel where they're in talks for people or with people for projects. But yeah, I don't know that any of these rumors right now are like confirmed officially by Disney
Because
yet.
also they rumored that they had a director for it. Where they're going to say they wanted Ryan Coogler to direct the X-Men movie, but that's not official either.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be cool. He did really well with Black Panther.
Yeah, for sure.
I know he's already for sure writing the next Black Panther movie. So
nice.
I mean, they've already kind of touched on the mutants with Namor, who is technically one of the first mutants, I believe. Not Apocalypse is the first.
Yeah, I think
he's one of the older ones.
I think Namor is the first mutant in the comics.
Oh, okay.
As far as when the comics were released, but then Apocalypse was the first chronologically, if you look back in time of the story of mutants, he was, back ancient Egypt. So
yeah. Well, I mean, either way, I mean, a lot of people were wanting Bo DeMaio to be involved in writing the X-Men movie because of how well he did X-Men 97, which we'll discuss in our next video.
Yeah.
But obviously that he had a falling out with Disney and Marvel, and whatever happened. I mean, maybe we'll find out at some point, I'm sure. But either way, he did amazing. So that'd be cool if he had some involvement in it as a producer or something.
Yeah. I think we're now roughly 5 years from the date that Disney bought Fox and acquired the rights to the X-Men projects. Or the X-Men franchise. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what Kevin Feige said. I think he said 5 years or so before, like the earliest, before you would see an X-Men project and stuff.
Yeah, so
and we actually did get the animated X-Men within 5 years. So.
Yep. And they've only been teasing at the mutants so far up until, now with Deadpool and Wolverine, we're going full on mutants.
Yeah.
But yeah, so finally happening. We're finally getting the X-Men in the MCU. It's coming.
Yeah. I mean, we've had, like you said, we've had little drops of characters and stuff, but not an actual X-Men team. We did get Beast and
Kamala Khan and her mutation.
Kamala Khan having a mutation. They played that little X-Men theme in the background.
Kamala, there's something different in your genes, like a mutation.
So we've had little things like that, but we've never had like an official X-Men project where it's entirely about that team. So I'm pretty excited. I mean, I'm a big X-Men fan.
Have you heard any of the rumors about what the movie might be about? I heard some, so I don't know if you want me to discuss it or not.
Well, you could discuss it. I haven't heard any, and anything at this point is so far out.
I heard it might be more focused on some of the females on the team, and not so much like the beginning. So I don't know. We'll see. Obviously everything's very speculative. I'll try to find the little article or whatever I read.
It does sound vaguely familiar. There's some really powerful, important females on the team. Obviously, Jean Grey, Storm, very powerful. But I hope they don't just focus on specific characters. That's one thing I think X-Men 97 did really well. And again, we'll talk about this more later, but it was a team project. It wasn't about one character. You got some time for almost every character to shine, and
I'm sure they would still do that. Even if they had it more female focused, I'm sure they would have a lot of the other X-Men still in it.
Hopefully. I mean, they did, kind of heavily focus on Wolverine in the Fox X-Men movies. In fact, going so far as to then give him his own couple movies.
Yeah.
So, I mean, don't get me wrong, Wolverine's an awesome character, but I mean, there's a lot of really cool characters they could have developed in those movies.
Sure.
So
Hope they do Cyclops right.
Yeah, honestly,
X-Men 97 did him so well.
Yeah, I'm not nearly as big of a Cyclops fan as you are, but I'll be the first to say that they didn't do him well. I'm happy with the casting they did, but like for both, the younger version of him and everything, but they just didn't portray him, in my opinion, the way he should have. They didn't show how potentially powerful he can be, how good of a leader he could be. But hopefully that's changed soon. They're definitely on the right track with X-Men 97.
Yeah,
so.
For sure. One thing that they definitely need to do better and get right is Storm. Because in the, Halle Berry's Storm, I mean, hopefully they'll get to show that more, because she's supposedly supposed to be in Deadpool and Wolverine, at least as a small cameo.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll get to show her more of her goddess powers. She's very, very powerful. Clearly, if you saw X-Men 97, you know that, or read any of the comics, but they didn't really get to show it too much in the original X-Men movies with Bryan Singer.
Halle Berry's role got a little bit smaller each movie too, and I heard she wasn't very happy about it. They kind of didn't utilize her very well in those movies.
They'll get to do better with this and future Storm properties and actors.
Yeah, I mean, either way, I'm just excited that we have some news. Things are starting to ramp up towards an X-Men project, and that's got me pretty hyped up.
For sure.
So let us know, guys. Are you excited for an X-Men movie?
Yes. If you're watching this, most likely yes.
Hopefully you are. Yeah. All right, guys. Our next topic is going to be about Vision Quest. We finally got some news that maybe that project is actually moving forward.
Yeah, we hadn't heard anything for a while. We're like, what's going on with White Vision? Or what we're calling him, Spectral Vision, whatever. Yeah. Vision, WandaVision was an amazing show, and kind of been a while since we found out what's going on with all these characters. We're going to get stuff with Agatha coming up soon, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, all the stuff they're doing with their marketing.
Who's been messing up everything?
It's been Agatha all along.
Talked about a lot.
Yeah.
Changing the name so much, but Vision, we haven't seen Vision in a long time, and it's hopefully that supposedly it's supposed to be like the first show coming out in 2026. I mean, anything can change, but that's
there was some speculation for a while that Vision Quest, if that's what it ends up being called, we don't know anymore.
Sure.
These projects, that was one of the ones that was maybe on the chopping block. When Bob Iger came out and said that he was going to cut back on some of the projects and some stuff got canceled. There was some concern that might have been one of the projects. I was pretty bummed. I really like Paul Bettany in that role as Vision. That's like a pretty big deal. There's this vibranium robot flying around and no one knows where he's at, they haven't shown him at all since, and that was the first Marvel TV show, right? Was WandaVision, and we've gotten like several other shows and no one's even mentioned him. It's kind of crazy.
There's too many, I mean, in the good and bad, there's too many characters, too many stories. They can't. Takes a while to get caught up on some of them, so it's bound to happen, and that's probably why they had speculated it could be on the chopping block, because we hadn't heard anything in a while. But WandaVision was and probably is most people's favorite Marvel show, other than maybe X-Men 97 now. They definitely should continue the story more than just Agatha. Nothing against Agatha. I'm excited to see that. But I want to know what's going on with Vision and Wanda, if she's still alive. I'm sure we'll find out soon. I'm sure she is in some form. Yeah, so the rumor is that they are in talks to hire a showrunner, which is good that they're going that route, opposed to just having like individual directors. Having a showrunner kind of oversee the whole project. It's Terry Matalas. Is that how you say his name? I think. I haven't seen really much of his stuff, although I do know some people are pretty excited that they hired him. He's done some really good like sci-fi stuff. So he did, I think he was the showrunner and creator for the 12 Monkeys TV show. Nice. It's actually really based on a really good movie with Bruce Willis, by the way, if you haven't seen it. Brad Pitt is amazing in that movie. But anyways, did season 3 for Picard. Yeah. So he's been writing he's done a lot of Star Trek stuff in the past as a writer and producer. And he did write some episodes of MacGyver as well, right? Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. So, I mean, is that official? The newer MacGyver. Yeah, not the older 1980s show. Yeah. The one that came out in 2015. He wrote a couple episodes in one of the later seasons. So is he confirmed as the showrunner.
I think there's another one where they're supposedly they're in talks to hire him. That's who they'd like to hire. That they've supposedly offered him the job, but
okay. Well, we'll see. And plus that, still a little bit of time before that comes out.
Yeah.
But that's good that we're getting some news for it. So I'm excited.
Well, yeah, I mean, with that news, like I said, Iger is saying they're going to cut back to, probably 2 shows a year and then 2 to 3 movies a year.
So
we're going to be limited in what we get. And we know some of the projects for sure we're getting already. So that kind of gives us a clue as to how far out this is going to be. We're looking at probably at least 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
So we got Agatha all along, which I'm not sure you've heard kind of the joke is that's a fake name too. And the name's just going to be Agatha. It's saying they're joking that the name is Agatha all along. So I don't know. That'd be kind of funny if that's what they go with. Just call the show Agatha.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. We know we're getting the Daredevil show for sure. Born Again. Is it going to be called Born Again? I think it is, right? I
think so.
They're staying with that title.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what they showed on their little Disney 24, whatever it was.
Yeah. Still getting Ironheart apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Rumored to have Mephisto finally make an appearance.
Yeah, Sacha Baron Cohen. Yeah,
that's the rumor. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, there's several shows already kind of on the docket. So that one's looking at least 2 years out, probably. But
yeah, and another show that I'm sure will be out sooner than later is What If Season 3.
Mm-hmm.
So that's exciting. And another thing that we just saw an announcement for is a new What If interactive story for the Apple Vision Pro. It's exclusive to the Apple Vision Pro.
Yeah, that looks pretty crazy. I mean, I don't know about you. I don't have $3,500 to drop on an Apple Vision Pro.
Not unless we get some sponsors.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see the price drop eventually on that, because I hear they're not selling nearly as well as they expected them to, and so they're actually halting production because they have a lot of inventory still. So yeah, I mean, they're going to start shipping to other countries now, which they initially only sold them in the US, so into branching out to other countries.
Hopefully that'll help with their sales.
Yeah, I mean, they're just pricing a lot of people out, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can't afford one right now. So.
Yeah, but the footage they show, and I'm sure we could throw some clips in there, it looks pretty freaking cool. And to be part of that and like feel like, and the animation style looks really cool. I mean, it looks like you're watching an animated show, but you're actually in the world.
There. Like, you're the watcher essentially, because you're like there watching it up close.
Yeah. Well, you're interacting too. You're not even just watching. Like, you get to do some freaking sorcery magic stuff. So
that's pretty cool. I'm excited to see it. So May 30th it comes out for the Apple Vision Pro. I mean,
yeah, if any of you guys are fortunate enough to own an Apple Vision Pro and you get a chance to try out this experience, definitely leave a comment down below. Let us know how you're enjoying it.
For sure.
Yep. So the last topic we have for today is kind of some big news. Deadpool and Wolverine, first 24 hours of pre-ticket sales, apparently setting records at AMC.
Probably all around the world. I mean, but AMC is the biggest theater.
Yeah, AMC is a good sampling to use because they're the largest. There's a lot of smaller chains out there that total probably a bigger percentage than just AMC, but AMC for a single company is the largest in the world for a movie theater chain. And they're reporting that they made between $8 and $9 million in the first 24 hours of pre-order sales for that opening weekend.
It's crazy. Tickets went on sale like 2 months before the movie came out, which is not common. But clearly people are excited. I mean, it is the only MCU movie this year we talked about. So people are excited for more stuff.
It's outpacing sales for the first and second Deadpool movie already.
It's crazy because it's finally in the MCU. So
and I think those movies ended up making in the $700 million range, 700, 800, somewhere around there.
So I could see this hitting $1 billion.
Yeah, I'd say I'm not saying it's certain, but
it's highly likely.
As long as the movie is good, because that's really what it hinders. Because it's to get to the $1 billion mark, it's not just each person going one time.
Got to have some word of mouth too.
Word of mouth, but it's going to be repeat viewings. That's where they're going to get the money. People that go back and see it 2 times, 3 times. I'm part of like a group, an AMC A-list group, and people are like share their 3 movies for the week, whatever. And there's some people that are, even though it's 2 months ahead, they're already reserving all 3 of their reservations as Deadpool and Wolverine, which to me is crazy because it's the one flaw with that system is you can only have 3 reservations at a time. You can see 3 movies in a week, but you can only have 3 reservations at a time. So if all 3 of your reservations are for 2 months from now, you can't use any more of your reservations. So you can't go to any movies until then. So I did reserve tickets for Amber and I. Actually, we're going the Saturday opening weekend, which just happens to also fall on our oldest son's birthday. He's going to be 24 years old. So I bought 2 additional tickets to bring him and his friend. So
Happy birthday, Cameron.
yeah, happy birthday, Cameron. You better enjoy the movie. So we're part of that. We're part of that AMC, 8 to 9 million. But
That's funny. I don't know why that was funny. The 8 to 9 million, the way you did it.
I'm part of it. Part of it.
Yeah. So no, but it's the broke a record though for AMC. It's the highest rated R-rated, the highest sales for an R-rated movie.
Yeah.
Ever for opening weekend.
Yeah, and although the Batman isn't an R-rated movie, typically PG-13 rated movies have more sales. There's more of them in the $1 billion club. And the Batman, which maybe could be comparable to another superhero that's got some violence and stuff in it. The Batman's opening 24 hours pre-order sales were 6.5 million according to AMC,
which is really good. But yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine crushed that by a couple million.
Yep.
So
yeah, so a lot of people are projecting the opening weekend to be. Some people are saying like 130 million, and I think it's going to at least be 150. I think Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness did like 180 opening weekend. So I think there's gonna be more hype for that. I mean, there was a lot of hype for that movie.
Yeah, but that also was PG-13.
It was PG-13 for sure. I just have really high hopes for this Deadpool movie, and Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yes.
Sorry, Hugh, don't come after me. He does sometimes.
He comes after you sometimes. All right. That's funny.
Anyways, I have really high hopes for it, and I'd love to see it just crush it in the box office. I'm saying right now 170 opening weekend. That's my prediction.
Nice.
So we'll see. It's on the record now.
I'll stick around 150. I hope it does more, but I think that's a better estimation in my opinion.
Even 130 is an excellent opening weekend. So
for sure. This movie's gonna just it has that big of a draw. So
yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah. Hopefully it's gonna be really
good.
Did
you guys get your tickets? Let us know. Are you part of that 8 million plus, or where do you watch your movies at? Let us know in the comments.
All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the Doug and Corey Show.
Be sure to like and subscribe.
Have a marvelous day. You should subscribe, guys. It's free. Costs you nothing. All you gotta do is click the little subscribe button, and then you need to watch videos, and you need to comment on them, and you need to like them. Oh, no.
No.
That's why I knew you were gonna get a bubble.
Yep.
But yeah, so subscribe, watch the videos, like the videos.
Oh man, I wanted a double.
Share the videos. Feel free to share this with your friends, with your aunts and your uncles and your grandparents,
please,
and your teachers, your dentist. Talking to you guys, Santa Smiles.
Calling you out. Just kidding.
Yeah, my dentist said he was going to look us up.
You have a nice smile.
This is all thanks to Santa Smiles.
I go there too.
We do. We both go there. Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thanks. We appreciate you guys. Very professional, very kind.
Yes.
They always ask me what I'm up to, and I told them that, gonna go watch a movie, so I get ready to do some filming. And they're like, "Oh, filming for what?" I was like, "For our YouTube channel." He's like, "What's it called? I'll look it up." He's like, "Man, now I'm inspired to go watch a movie." That's what he told me. I was like, "Yeah, that's awesome." I also, by the way, every 2 weeks I have a meeting with my work. I'm not sure this is going to make it into the outtakes or anything, but every 2 weeks, and we do a little round table thing. We talk about what stuff is new, what we have going on to share with the team. And I always try to kick it off with, well, I saw this movie this weekend. I tell them about the movie. I tell them whether or not I recommend going and seeing it or not. And at first, there's a few people that are like, oh, here he goes again, talking about movies. But now, like, I have people in our team come to me like, hey, do you see any good movies? You're like, what movies are out right now? Yeah, so it's cool. Inspiring people to get out there and spend their hard-earned money.
Yes.
America. something. I don't know. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. Have a good one. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to the Doug and Corey Show.
In this video, we're going to discuss some recent Marvel news.
Did Deadpool and Wolverine just murder the Batman? Stick around. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it because I like to see our facial
You know what?
expressions.
I'm gonna actually do this a little bit. I think we're a little too.
So we're going to do another take at it.
Yeah, we were just a little bit too much in the center. I think that's better. What do you think?
Sure.
Okay.
That's good.
I need to get closer to you. Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to the Doug and Corey Show.
In this video, we're going to discuss some recent Marvel news.
Did Deadpool and Wolverine just murder the Batman?
Stick around. I definitely want to do another take.
Okay.
Guys. I messed up the word disgust.
You just
this
had
time.
like a slight
Disgust.
Ooh.
Disgusted.
In the lispids. All right. Hey guys, welcome back to the Doug and Corey Show.
In this video, we're going to discuss some recent Marvel news.
Did Deadpool and Wolverine just murder the Batman? Stick around.
I think that was probably good.
Yeah, I want to do one more. My eye was like twitch. Like I had to blink for some reason, like right during that, and I was just like trying not to. Something in my eye. All right, one more, and then we should be good. Honestly, if we don't get it good, then use one of the other ones. Pull all the other ones for the outtakes or whatever.
You telling me how to do my job?
I said or whatever, which implies you have free reign. All right, you ready?
Yes. All right, guys. So our first topic is: did we get it? Nope. I must reword that.
All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the Doug and Corey Show.
My mouth was dry. Sorry, I couldn't talk.
Nothing.
I'm get some water for the next video. Not that we film more than one video.
Nothing. Sorry, it's my Yukon Cornelius impression.
I don't know.
From Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. It's really stupid, but that's what I'm considering going as for Halloween. I never dress up for Halloween. I kind of want to.
Again?
Well, so he's looking for gold. He's got his pickaxe. And he's like hitting stuff, and then he licks it, and then there's no gold there. So he goes nothing. Yeah. So anytime someone says nothing, I'm like nothing. Here he is.
Fair enough.
Yukon Cornelius. Enjoy.
Nothing.
I'll put up a full clip and video.
Hey man, he takes on a freaking Yeti, dude.
The name's Yukon Cornelius, the greatest prospector in the North. Gold! Gold and silver.
He's got a big old
I think you have to do it.
big old beard.
Unless someone buys you the Lash hat. Then other than that, you should go as you
Yeah, those are the two options. If someone buys me the Lash hat, I'll get the rest of the get up to dress up as Waylon Jennings for Halloween. If not, I'm probably going Yukon Cornelius. If someone wants to send me some of the stuff of that, there are some items. I started building a shopping list for him for his costume.
Nice.
I need to get some sort of big jacket or something though, or like I don't know. I'll figure that out. But I did find out that I can't order a toy revolver from Amazon and get it shipped to me here.
California.
Yeah, I think it's specifically though an Amazon policy. But yeah, specifically it says they will not ship to California.
It's probably a CYA cover their butt.
Yeah, I was like looking at these really toy looking ones, the big old orange tips on them and stuff. Nope. It's a bummer because he carries a revolver on his waist.
So have to get a real one.